Thousands of tired, over-civilized people are discovering that going to the mountains is going home, that wilderness is a necessity. Those were the words of the great conservationist John Muir, and they're the words that resonate very deeply with me. I sometimes think that the world that we live in this 21st century is kind of going faster and faster, like a treadmill, and every so often I just want to get off and ease myself back into the timelessness of the mountains. And over the years it's become a great therapy for me to be able to do that, and I know for many other people. John Muir talked about wilderness, and we don't actually have wilderness in this country, but we have lots and lots of wild land, and it's great to get out into that wild land where you kind of feel part of something much older, part of something that's that we don't really see in our everyday lives, in our towns, in our cities. There's space and there's quietude and of course wonderful wildlife. And I'm today heading up to a wee hill on the very edge of Torridon. It's called Beinn Damh, and it means the hill of the stag. And I'm hoping when I get up there today I'll enjoy something of that spaciousness, something of that quietude, something of that special quality that makes this area of Scotland just so fine. You know, whenever I hear the word Torridon, it kind of thrums my heartstrings. You know, it's it excites me. It fills me full of anticipation of grand mountains, of age-old mountains, of wonderful landscapes. And when you consider that Beinn Damh, and Beinn Alligin, three of the sort of main Munros of Torridon are amongst the finest of all Scotland's Munros, then you begin to appreciate what a fantastic area this is. And there are other mountains in Torridon, of course. And the hill I'm going to climb today, Beinn Damh, is maybe not as high as the Torridonian Munros, but it doesn't fall short on similar characteristics. First time I really saw Beinn Damh was when I'd been climbing Mol Shingerrig, a Munro on the other side of the mountain, and I'd come down the hill. And it wasn't a very nice day, the views weren't very good, there was a lot of cloud about, and I came down, I was putting my tent up, and I was suddenly aware of a sort of turmoil in the clouds away to my left, and they kind of boiled up and began to evaporate, and through this hole in the clouds this mountain appeared, Beinn Damh, and I remember being awestruck by it. I was taken by its sculpted corries and elegant lines, and it was as though it was sitting on a bed of red, you know, this way the sun was hitting the foreground, and it looked for all the world as though the mountain had just kind of erupted out of a red hot volcano. I know that sounds quite fanciful, but it was a remarkable sight, one of these sights that you get in the hills just, you know, every so often. And at that moment I fell in love with Beinn Damh, the hill of the stag. You know, and I think I've achieved what I came up here for, this feeling of spaciousness, being in amongst a huge and beautiful landscape. I think I've connected with this landscape too. I feel very much part of it, and not an interloper just kind of arriving and disappearing. I feel kind of part of all of this, and that's good. And I think I've also refreshed myself, renewed myself a wee bit, and prepared myself to go back down into the glen and face again the other world to which I also belong. That world with all its turmoil and all its speed and everything else that goes with it. So I think I'm just going to enjoy a leisurely descent back down to Torridon, and I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.